Hey everybody, we're here. We're joined by the crew of The Point After. You know, when your team is 11-3 in a legit Super Bowl contender, you're going to have a lot of players who make it to the Pro Bowl. And earlier today, we found that out. The Bills are having 5 guys sent to the Pro Bowl, the 5 players: Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Tremaine Edmonds, Tre'Davious White, and Andre Roberts. And Murph, 5 players is a lot, especially when you consider the history of this team recently.
Yeah, the number is great. 5 players. It's the most, as you said, since '98. That's 22 years without that many players in the Pro Bowl. I think along with winning the AFC East, which they did a couple of days ago, that is a sign that the tables have turned, that this is a new era of Buffalo Bills football. They've got at least 5, and maybe more guys are deserving. 5 guys in the Pro Bowl, indicative of how well regarded the Bills are around the NFL. I think that's big.
And you know what? It's funny. We were talking about this during the show a little bit earlier, Marcel. First-round picks now, it's like almost a lock that they end up making the Pro Bowl. Ed Oliver's not on that list, but like Brandon Beane, how about that for your resume? These guys that I draft, they go to the Pro Bowl.
I was about to say, he's automatic. He's like one of those videos you see online of the people hitting the pop shots like a machine. That's Brandon Beane in the first round. He doesn't miss. I mean, McDermott probably pulled the strings in 2017, but when you look at their first rounder since that year, Trey White, Josh Allen, Tremaine Edmonds, all have made Pro Bowls. 2 of them have made multiple Pro Bowls. And considering that they see their 2020 first round pick as Stephon Diggs, and even he made a Pro Bowl, that is 4 of their 5 first round picks translating into a Pro Bowl player. You can't get better than that. And for a team like Buffalo that needs to hit on its draft picks because you're not going to sign big name free agents, that is a huge resume boost for Brandon Beane.
And also shout out Ed Oliver. I know Marcel has the Cole Beasley gavel. Joe has the Ed Oliver gavel. So we're not going to, disparage his name or anything like that. Joe, of the players, the 5 that I mentioned, who is the most deserving in your opinion? And I know that's a tough question because they all deserve it in some capacity.
Well, probably Josh Allen. I mean, you have to go with the quarterback, right? I mean, the guy has been an absolute revelation for the Bills this season. The way that he has progressed from his second season to his third season, all of the different things that he has fine-tuned in the offseason, in a very extended offseason, whether it be lower body mechanics to upper body mechanics, the intermediate accuracy, how he's reading defenses pre-snap, post-snap, how he's not panicking in the pocket, how he's able to extend plays. Like, hey, he is just ticking every single box that you have there, and he is the reason that this team has taken a giant leap forward. I mean, with all due respect to Stephon Diggs, who has been an outright sensational addition to this team, the Bills wouldn't be anywhere without Allen playing like this, and that's why he is the most deserving.
We all talked earlier. We think Jordan Poyer in some capacity is a snub, especially because he won the fan vote. He's got more tackles than any other safety in the league. Anybody else come to mind? The floor is open. Does anybody have anybody they want to talk about who they think should have gotten in? Murph, anybody come to mind?
Boy, you got me. First of all, I don't think that hard about the Pro Bowl, I got to confess. I think Micah Hyde, although not to the level of play that Jordan Poyer has demonstrated this year, I think Micah Hyde is a very good player, certainly Pro Bowl caliber. And as a leader in the locker room, I think he's one of the best. And Cole Beasley, by the way, is a guy who probably deserves some recognition.
Cole Beasley is going to probably go over 1,000 yards. Marcel, give your Jordan Poyer spiel.
Yeah, the Poyer snub still escapes me because, like I said before on the point after, how do you win the fan vote but you don't actually get in there? And yeah, the Pro Bowl is a glorified popularity contest. It doesn't ultimately matter, but there are incentives in guys' contracts. There are bonuses as well. Like, this is their livelihood, and you like to feel for them whenever they put in the work, and they deserve to get in and don't. But I like what Murphy said earlier. Cole Beasley, 4th among AFC receivers in receptions, 4th in receiving yards as well. Could probably be a snub. A lot of good receivers in the AFC, though, so I guess you can understand that. But, I mean, he's got to be one of the first call-ups if they're still doing that this year.
And Joe, you said that Josh Allen is the most deserving, and I agree with that. And one of the reasons why he's played so well is because of the protection from the offensive line, specifically one guy who you think was a snub.
Yeah, Dion Dawkins is having one of the the best seasons of an offensive lineman that I've seen since I started studying the film really hardcore over the last 6-7 years. I mean, he has just been tremendous. And by the way, I'm with Murph. I think the Pro Bowl is overall stupid. I just don't think it has a lot of validity whatsoever in how they decide who goes in. But Dawkins should at least be in the conversation here. That's how dominant he has been at left tackle. He completely cancels out some of the better pass rushers in the league. Sure, he occasionally has a misstep every once in a while, but so does everybody. I mean, the guy has been on fire all season long, and he has been one of the best players on this Bills roster this season.
All right, everybody, I appreciate you guys doing this. For John Murphy, for Marcel Louis-Jacques, for Joe Scalia, I'm Matt Beauvais. Have a happy holidays to everybody who's watching, a really great new year, and we'll see you next week before the Bills versus the Patriots right here on 7 ABC.